This is the 13th bout of this afternoon, scheduled for 8 rounds of Bantamweight action. Calling first to the ring from the blue corner, Sukanya Manopchai Gym.
Towers crumble, steel and bone, voices clash, the unknown, dreams dissolve.
And now entering the ring from the red corner, Amonrat Highland Gym. Introducing to you first, finding out the blue corner, official weight 53.8 kilograms with a professional boxing record of 3 victories and 6 defeats. Representing Thailand, Sukanya Manopchai Gym. And her opponent, finding out the red corner, official weight 53.6 kilograms with a perfect professional boxing record of 4 victories and no defeats. Representing Thailand, ladies and gentlemen, the undefeated Amonrat Highland Gym. And your referee in charge of the action, Pakabon Songmani. And the 3 judges going ringside, Judge Warut Deunkao, Judge Chris Sanyadet, and Judge Carlos Costa.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our 12th bout on the card this afternoon. This is in the female bantamweight division. It will be contested over 8 3-minute rounds, 2-minute rounds. And in the red corner, we've got Amonrat Highland Gym with a professional boxing record of 4 fights, 4 victories, no defeats, no draws, representing Thailand in the black trunks with the yellow trim. And her opponent in the blue corner, Sukanya Manopchai Gym, who has 9 bouts on her record, 3 victories, 6 defeats, no draws. Also representing Thailand in the red trunks with the black trim.
Our first female fight of the night, but of course we've got an event coming up after this one. So thank you everyone for joining us so far. But our main card coming up after this one, the final fight of our first event today, live in World Siam Stadium.
Bit of a relaxed start between these two. Amonrat representing the Highland Gym, which has produced some great boxers over the years since its doors opened. Sukanya as well, representing Manopchai Gym, also a great gym on the outskirts of Bangkok, producing some great boxers as well.
Yeah, battle of 2 very good gyms in Bangkok and outside of Bangkok. Both fighters just dancing around each other right now, still trying to get their time and still trying to find these openings. But again, this is our longest fight of tonight scheduled so far, 8 2-minute rounds. They've taken the time in the opening moments, trying to get those openings going. You can see Sukanya on that back foot. Amonrat still trying to charge forward with that shoulder roll, landing the right hands upstairs.
I mean, we said it before because we've had a lot of 4-rounders on the card this afternoon, but I mean, when it's an 8-round fight, you start a lot slower, would you say, Jimmy, and then start raising the tempo even more as the rounds progress, as the fight goes on?
Absolutely. I mean, it's like if you're running a marathon, your first few miles, so to speak, are not going to be your fastest ones. You're just trying to bide your time and then build up the momentum. You're almost warming yourself up in the ring as well. And, you know, if you are the last fight of an event, it's very hard to predict when you're going to be on, so you're almost always trying to be ready. So the first round tends to be a warm-up round, Ali.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replays here. We saw Amonrat be very assertive and dominate the round with her jab, as you can see on the replay. And Sukanya was just trying to stay on the outside, get away from the pressure of Amonrat as best she could. You know, using her counter punches, trying to use the feints as well, sell the feints early, but Amonrat was not buying them at all. And was able to just control the pace so well with her own straight shots and just pick the single shots and can just dominate the round.
Yeah, like I said, that first round, very slow in comparison to the other fights, but It's 2 minutes of action. They've got to do something in those 2 minutes to just sway the judges. You know, in a 3-minute fight, you've got a little bit more room to maneuver. You can almost give up the first minute of the round and still come back to win it. But in these 2-minute rounds, you've really got to push the pace a lot faster. But here we are.
Okay, here we go. Round 2 underway. Amonrat in the red corner and Sukanya in the blue corner. Nice relaxed jab again from Amonrat. Now we start to see Amonrat, you know, she's already established the jab, Jimmy. What else could we expect to see from her as this fight progresses?
I mean, the bigger of the two, Amonrat, has some nice head movement, but also has that shoulder roll implemented with her. She's already landed some nice, powerful shots. You saw in the first round, she landed that left hook and that right hook. I just think that Sukanya, and we've seen her fight several times before, doesn't know when to put a foot on the gas and really believe in her shots. And that is a real thing here, believing in the power of your shots. But Amonrat shouldn't be playing with her food here. She should really be just putting the pressure on.
Sukanya with the right hand to the body. Amonrat slipping and dipping, moving left to right. But it's whether Sukanya can, you know, deal with this pace for, if we go the distance to 8 rounds, maybe she'll start to break after a while. This is Amonrat's game plan, just to keep walking her down, keep on chasing her around the ring.
Well, we've seen this again. Sukanya does the same thing, just stays very nonchalant inside the ring, but doesn't commit to her shots enough, and that's what I'd like to see her do.
And that body shot hurt Sukanya. You saw her wince right there. That left hook to the body. Let's see if Amonrat has noticed it, and if she can set it up one more time. This is not a good place for Sukanya. Amonrat just touching with her shots there. I mean, in my opinion, Jimmy should have gone in for the kill, but almost gave that away a little bit.
Yeah, we've seen this before as well with fighters in these long-range fights. They tend to treat it more like a tap sparring match and then start picking it up here. But I often say if it's your first fight, it's your debut fight, you can take your time, but I think this is the best thing by the referee. Often in boxing, you don't get many warnings like this, but this is definitely warranted. It's too much touch sparring at the moment.
Right hand there by Sukanya. And that is the end of round number 2. We'll go to the replays for you, and then we will progress to round 3.
A more active round between the two, exactly what we needed to see, but still too far between. I mean, we had moments in that round where Sukanya just didn't commit to her shots, and Amonrat should have really been throwing some more vicious shots, really sitting down on her shots and start going to the body. Now, it is easier said than done, which people don't realize, is trying to go in for the kill is when you're at the most risk yourself as well. It's when you walk onto shots, it's when your guard is down. So I think the referee giving that warning was very warranted. I'm surprised the referee took that long to give it, to be honest, because I think there were so many moments where all she was doing was touching her up rather than trying to hit her up.
I mean, the best shot that Amonrat landed, Jimmy, in that round had to be that left hook to the body when she got Sukanya in the neutral corner. Sukanya also landed a good right hand to the body as well. So
yeah,
battle the body shots between the two of them, being a little bit too light with the head shots right now. Let's see if they up the tempo. Keep saying that, and then a big cracking right hand to start this 3rd round from Amonrat.
And I think it's a classic case of no one wants to commit to the shots right now. But Amonrat's starting to put the pieces together. She wanted the shot placement. She wanted to realize she got a big sweeping left hook to the body and head. Sends Sukanya to the canvas.
Sukanya shaking her head there. Doesn't look like she's going to make the count. She's spat a gum shield out, and that is it. Amonrat Highland Gym wins and improves her professional record to 5 fights, 5 professional wins. She's still undefeated with that beautiful left hook at the end, well, halfway, as soon as the 3rd round was starting. As Sukanya just didn't want any more. Good work there by Amonrat to remain undefeated. And we will go over to Mr. Peter Denman for the official decision. But a great afternoon of action so far. But make sure you stick around for our next half of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by way of third round KO at the time of 31 seconds from the red corner. She moves on to 4-0 undefeated. Congratulations, you are now 4-0 undefeated. How does that make you feel? ยินดีด้วยนะครับ ตอนนี้ก็ 4-0 แล้วยังไร้พ่ายอยู่นะครับ รู้สึกยังไงบ้างครับ
รู้สึกว่าทุกไฟต์ก็จะทำเต็มที่ทุกไฟต์ค่ะ ขอบคุณค่ะ
She said she will try her best every single fight. What's next for you? อยากที่จะทำยังไงต่อครับผมในแมตช์ถัดไปฮะ
ในแมตช์ถัดไปอุปสรรคก็ค่อนข้างเยอะแต่ว่าก็จะซ้อมให้เต็มที่ที่สุดเท่าที่จะทำได้ค่ะ
She said she knows that there are many more obstacles to come, but she will train hard and try her best. Congratulations. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณมากครับ